Did you know that 85% of men don't even realize when they're being deceived? Hard to believe, isn't it? But don't worry, you're not alone. Today, we're diving into the hidden truths of relationships, uncovering things you might have never noticed before. If you're someone who wants to understand yourself better and live a more fulfilling life, take a moment right now to like this post and subscribe to the channel. That way, you'll never miss the helpful insights we're here to share. Now, let's get real for a second. Guys, listen up, because what I'm about to share could completely change the way you see things. Have you ever heard that women are incredibly skilled at hiding their emotions and intentions? That's no accident. When it comes to infidelity, women often act with subtlety and discretion, like artists, concealing everything in plain sight. Meanwhile, men sometimes leave glaring clues behind. Sound familiar? But don't stress. Today, I'm going to reveal 6 common phrases women often use when they're trying to hide the truth. These might seem innocent at first, but they could carry hidden meanings you've overlooked. Take a moment to ask yourself, have you heard these before without realizing what they meant? Before we jump in, a quick note. If you love learning meaningful lessons inspired by Stoic philosophy and want to spread the word, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Your support means everything. And if you're finding this helpful so far, drop a 1 in the comments. Think I can do better? Leave a 2 instead. I'd love your feedback. What you're about to learn could transform how you view relationships and help you find greater clarity in your life. So, without further ado, let's dive in. 1. Someone really understands me. At first glance, this might seem like an innocent comment, but don't overlook it. This phrase can carry much more weight than it appears. If your partner frequently mentions someone else, especially with admiration or fondness, it's worth paying attention. When she says, "They really understand me," it's not just a casual remark. It might indicate that she's developing an emotional connection with this person, a bond that could deepen over time. This isn't just about harmless comparisons between you and someone else. Instead, it might reflect that she feels this individual understands her better, offers more emotional closeness, or provides a sense of comfort she feels is missing in your relationship. If this pattern continues, it could lead to something more serious. Emotional connections often serve as the foundation for deeper attachments, and they may even cause her to gradually distance herself from you. Pay attention if she frequently praises this person or compares you to them. Does she light up when she talks about them? Does she mention them more often than usual? At this point, it's vital to ask yourself, who is this person and what role do they play in her life? Instead of staying silent, it's crucial to address these feelings head-on. Have an honest, open conversation to better understand the situation. Doing so won't just help protect your relationship, it can also strengthen the bond between you two and prevent unnecessary misunderstandings. Remember, communication is key to keeping your connection strong. 2. Don't worry, I'm just hanging out with a few friends. At first, this phrase might sound perfectly normal, but beneath its casual tone, it could be masking something more complex. People who want to keep things hidden often rely on simple, familiar statements to avoid raising suspicion, and just hanging out with friends fits that mold. When she says this, it might be her way of deflecting deeper questions or steering the conversation away from scrutiny. It creates a surface-level sense of security, but it's not always as straightforward as it seems. If you notice she's using this excuse often, or that her stories lack consistency, it could be a sign something's not quite right. Vague explanations, unclear details, or changes in her narrative over time can hint that there's more happening beneath the surface. Here's the key: pay attention to patterns and small details. This doesn't mean jumping to conclusions or letting paranoia take over. It's about thoughtfully recognizing unusual behavior. If something feels off, don't let doubt fester. Instead, choose to address your feelings calmly and openly. An honest conversation can clear up misunderstandings and help strengthen your connection. And remember, being vigilant doesn't mean being controlling. It's about protecting the love and trust you're building together. With patience, empathy, and clear communication, you can navigate these moments and keep your relationship healthy and strong. 3. I need more space for myself. At first, this might seem like a completely reasonable request. After all, we all need balance in life. But if you take a closer look, it could carry more significance than it appears. When a partner asks for space, it might genuinely reflect a need for personal growth or time to recharge. However, it could also serve as a way to create distance in the relationship, whether emotionally or physically. In some cases, this request may be an excuse to carve out private time for other interests, or even possibly for someone else. If her request for space comes with noticeable changes, like reduced interaction with you, less time spent together, or a shift in how much she shares about her life, it's worth paying attention. Don't ignore subtle shifts in behavior or routine. The goal isn't to immediately jump to conclusions, but to assess whether her space is leading to positive personal growth or if it's creating unnecessary emotional distance between you. If it's the latter and you're left feeling uneasy, it's crucial to address your concerns. Approach her with an open mind and a calm demeanor. An honest, judgment-free conversation can provide clarity and help you both understand what's truly happening. It's normal for individuals to seek time for themselves in a healthy relationship. However, if this desire is being used to create separation or conceal something, it's essential to address it. Remember, clear communication and mutual understanding are the cornerstones of maintaining trust, closeness, and connection. 4. I'll be working late tonight. At first glance, this seems like a perfectly reasonable and common explanation. After all, work deadlines and extra hours happen to everyone. But if this phrase starts coming up too often or feels out of place, it might be time to take a closer look. Using working late as a reason for being absent can sometimes be a way to mask deeper issues. If her schedule suddenly changes without much explanation, or if she frequently mentions needing to stay late at work, it's worth paying attention, especially if there are inconsistencies in her story or if she seems evasive when you gently ask about it. Her reaction to your concerns can also reveal a lot. If she responds with vague answers or becomes overly defensive, it might indicate that things aren't as straightforward as they appear. On the other hand, openness and clear communication can be a reassuring sign that everything is as it seems. The key here is to stay calm and observant. Don't jump to conclusions or let suspicion take over, but don't ignore repeated patterns that feel unusual. By addressing your feelings with kindness and clarity, you can open up a dialogue that helps you understand what's really going on. Remember, trust is the cornerstone of any strong relationship, but maintaining a healthy sense of awareness is just as important. Staying mindful ensures you're not caught off guard by explanations that sound harmless, but might signal something deeper. With honest communication and mutual understanding, you can strengthen your connection and navigate any uncertainty together. 5. I think we need some time apart. At first, this might seem like a sincere attempt to address issues in your relationship. However, it's important not to accept it at face value without taking a closer look. The suggestion to take a break often carries more layers of meaning than simply needing space. Sometimes, this request could serve as an opportunity for infidelity, allowing guilt to be avoided while boundaries become blurred. It might also be a way for her to test your reaction, gauge your level of commitment, or even prepare for a potential shift in the relationship dynamic. If this request seems to come out of the blue, without any clear reason or discussion, it's worth questioning whether there's another motive behind it. Does she frequently ask for breaks like this? Was her approach rushed, or did it avoid diving into the deeper issues affecting your relationship? This is a pivotal moment to pay close attention. Take note of how often such requests come up and the tone in which they're made. If something feels off, resist the urge to let doubt fester. Instead, approach the situation with calmness and clarity. Start a proactive, honest conversation to understand her reasons and share your perspective. It's true that there are times when taking a step back can help both partners reflect on their needs and desires. But in a strong relationship, requests for space should come from a place of honesty, openness, and mutual respect. If this request feels unclear, contradictory, or like a way to avoid responsibility, it's essential to address it. Remember, communication is the bridge that keeps trust and understanding alive. By staying open and mindful, you can navigate this moment thoughtfully and protect the bond you've built together. 6. You deserve someone better than me. At first, this might sound like a humble and heartfelt expression of regret. But beneath its surface, this statement often carries more complex emotions and hidden intentions. This phrase is frequently a subtle acknowledgement of guilt or an emotional burden she's struggling with. It might even hint at inappropriate behavior, such as infidelity, that she isn't ready to confront openly. By saying this, she could be attempting to alleviate her own guilt or emotionally prepare you for a potential breakup. While it may seem like self-criticism, this statement can also shift responsibility away from her. It might cause you to question your role in the relationship, undermining your confidence and distracting you from what's really happening. Ask yourself, did this comment follow any unusual behavior? Have there been changes in her communication, habits, or actions that feel out of the ordinary? These small, repeated signs might carry deeper meanings that shouldn't be overlooked. Understanding the true intent behind these words is crucial for safeguarding your relationship. Instead of letting doubt linger, approach her with honesty and empathy. Open up a direct conversation about how she feels and what might be troubling her. A strong and healthy relationship thrives on transparency and mutual effort. By addressing these concerns together, you can confront any challenges head-on, rebuild trust, and grow stronger as a team. My perspective on relationships. In any relationship, even the smallest changes in words or behavior can carry hidden meanings. These subtle shifts deserve attention, but they should be approached with calmness and understanding. Reacting hastily or allowing doubt to take over only risks creating unnecessary tension. Instead, maintaining sincere communication and fostering mutual trust are key to navigating such moments. A lasting relationship isn't effortless. It requires consistent effort from both partners. The ability to truly listen, face challenges together, and remain open to one another's feelings is essential. Through honesty and collaboration, love can be both protected and nurtured, creating a bond that grows stronger over time. In summary, phrases like, "Someone really understands me," or "I need more space for myself," may seem simple, even harmless at first. But often, they carry deeper meanings that signal shifts in emotions, growing distance, or even silent cracks forming within the relationship. When a partner frequently admires someone else, gives vague explanations like working late, or asks for personal space, it might indicate a widening gap. Especially statements such as, "I think we need some time apart," or "You deserve someone better than me," may not just stem from insecurity. They could be indirect ways of emotionally preparing for a separation. Rather than letting doubt or suspicion take control, choose calmness and awareness. Pay attention to changes in behavior, listen to what's left unsaid, and create opportunities for honest, heart-to-heart conversations. A strong relationship thrives not only on trust, but also on openness and mutual effort to face and overcome challenges together. Every word, no matter how small, carries a message. Learning to understand these hidden messages is the first step to safeguarding and strengthening your love. With active listening, awareness, and a willingness to face issues head-on, you can preserve your bond and nurture a deeper, more fulfilling connection. If you found this information helpful, take a moment to like the video and share it with friends or anyone who could benefit from these insights. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss content designed to empower you in your relationships. Your support means everything to us. It's the driving force behind our commitment to delivering meaningful value. Thank you for being part of our journey.